もしもし、ママよ。上機嫌ね。お友達が来てるの？
Alright, everybody, welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. Last time we had a deep dive into Angie, more than anything. Saw her life in St. Lucia Academy. Yes, and I went back and checked, and it did say at the very start, after 1986. I'm sure I'll get comments on that. My bad, I do dumb mistakes like that a lot. But yes, after 1986, so obviously her school life after Eva survived. So this is the timeline where Eva survived, was the sole survivor. So the episode 3 timeline specifically. Just saying. I'm just saying. So yeah, we deep dove into Angie, learned more about her life and how, I mean, we already knew bits and pieces about her, but now we know more about her school life and, you know, how she was treated, but also how, you know, how her personality came to mold in a way. And her sole method of relaxation at school was to find a hideaway spot where she could read Maria's diary. That she was, you know, we've known that Maria's had a diary where she wrote stuff, and Angie's saying that Maria isn't writing stuff for herself, but she's writing down things for another Maria to be reading. And so yeah, she reads it, and as she was reading it, you know, she talks to Maria in a weird sort of way, and even though Maria looks younger than her, Maria is technically her older cousin, 3 years older than her. So yeah, she finds comfort in talking to Maria, and she learned about Sakutaro, which is Maria's, you know, pet, not pet, but fluffy, you know, toy that Rosa gave to her on one of her birthday as a birthday present. And yeah, we learned a little bit of Sakurato. We saw her and Sakurato having fun, and Maria introduced you know, Angie to Sakurato as well, and they seemingly also became friends. And yeah, now Maria's getting a call from Rosa, and you know, I'm assuming Rosa's you know, at work, and is calling Maria back home. So good on Maria to be talented, you know, to be able to know how to, you know, receive calls and then, you know, to do that. But yeah, let's keep reading. Let's see more of what's going on with Maria, and learn more about Angie as well. Hopefully, let's see how it goes. Yeah. Playing with Sakutaro. It was already past 9 at night. Oof. Dang, she works that long and that late at night? That's crazy. Rosa had asked out a surprise since this wasn't an appropriate time for a friend to be over. But when she thought about it, Maria didn't have any friends who would come over to play, did she? Rosa. Maria! Because Maria gets bullied at school, yo. Even so, to think that she would have so much fun playing with that stuffed animal. Rosa was very pleased that Maria had liked her birthday present so much. It's 9 in the evening. Wow. Wow, Rosa has to work a lot.
来期のラインナップが難航してるの。ようやく少しずつ注目され始めたみたいで、なんとかここで期待に応えられるインパクトを与えたいのよ。
Hey, you know what? I respect it. You know, you're working hard to make sure your company can succeed. I respect that, Rosa. You know, unfortunate as it is for Maria, but yeah.
今夜もお泊まり？いいよ。頑張ってママ。
そう。ありがとうね、マリア。ママのお仕事のことを分かってくれてありがとう。
Yikes. Rosa was very surprised that Maria had accepted with such indifference that she couldn't come home. Telling Maria that she would be coming home late or staying overnight had been a heavy burden for Rosa. Understandably, yeah. Maria would start crying about how lonely she was on the other end of the phone, and it took a lot of time and effort to calm her down. To think that Maria would accept it in such high spirits. Is this also thanks to Sakutaro? Rosa was once again pleased that she had given such a good present.
明日のこの時間には帰れるようにするわ。明日は一緒に夕食をとりましょう。
Yeah, that's another thing. What's Maria eating? Is Rosa preparing dinners for her before she leaves for work? I'm assuming in the morning. So she's making lunch and dinner for Maria and go, or is Maria talented enough to make food on her own? And if she can, yeah, then yeah, absolutely great. But I mean, I guess they have their own system figured out. I don't know. I don't really know how it goes. I don't know what parents do in this case. Well, parents that stay that late for work.
マリアは夕食はまだよね。コンビニでお弁当買ってきて食べてね。
Oh, okay. Okay, I was gonna say, like, what would she even do? Okay, so you didn't prepare dinner beforehand. You're just saying, alright, go to the convenience store, buy a bento, let's go. Alright.
お菓子はダメよ。ジュースもダメよ。
Alright. Are you gonna tell her you can use your cash?
お釣りと一緒にレシートも入れておくのよ。わかった？
Receipt, okay.
サクタロとお買い物、サクタロとお買い物。
あ、こら、サク太郎はダメよ。お留守番させなさい。
imagine taking a stuffed animal to the convenience store going, I Sakutaro, should we buy this? You know, the little kid gets walking about. Imagine you're the cashier there. Yeah, happy. I'm glad you're happy. Here's the product. You know, they take the money. Alright, cool, have fun, and then she just leaves with the bento and Sakutaro. From Maria's manner of speech, Rosa got the feeling that Maria had been going shopping with that stuffed animal without her knowing about it. Rosa's forehead creased, and after sourly telling Maria that she was absolutely not to, she hung up. Oh, is this Maria's room? Wow, she has a lot of stuffed animals and a bunch of different toys. She likes Halloween, makes sense, that's right, she has a pumpkin over there, or a jack-o'-lantern. Books! I get, right, I was gonna say, I was not expecting Maria to be interested in books, but I just realized that those are probably witch books, right? And the occult, books about the occult. That's probably what she's interested in reading them. Unless, I don't know, maybe Rosa wants Maria to be more educated, so she's given her books to be reading in her room. But I don't know if Maria would be reading those instead of occult books, which is what she's more interested in. But yeah, it's a cute little room for Maria. Ooh.
サク太郎とお買い物ダメだってママに言われた。ウリュウ、マリアとお買い物に行けない。一人でお留守番、寂しい。なんでママ、サク太郎とお買い物行っちゃダメなんて言うんだろう。
No, so Sakutaro can watch the house then.
ウリュウ、きっと僕がマリアと一緒にいるのを見られると恥ずかしいんだよ。恥ずかしい？なんで？ママはよく僕を外に連れて行っちゃいけないって言うし、マリアのことをよくもう何歳になったんだからダメとかそういう言い方をするし。マリアはサク太郎と一緒で全然恥ずかしくないよ。僕はライオンだけどぬいぐるみだし。ライオンでぬいぐるみだけどマリアのお友達だよ。だから一緒にお出かけしよう。ママがいない時だけ内緒で。 ひょっとしてサク太郎も恥ずかしい？
I really like how Maria voice acts both of them, or at least Maria's voice actress voice acts both of them. That's cool. But it does seem like, yeah, Sakutaro might be. I don't really know what they're trying to tell us about Sakutaro, whether Sakutaro is its own entity or whether Sakutaro is really just a stuffed animal that Maria's in her thoughts is talking back. But at the same time, what are they telling us about Angie and Maria then? Are they actually talking to each other, or is it just... Again, it's this. You can also say the same thing for Jessica and Connor in episode 2, how they were talking to each other even after death. I don't really know what they're trying to tell us there either, but they did show us all those scenes, including this one, so for now we'll take it at face value and keep it going. Won't think about it too deeply for now.
僕は恥ずかしくないけど。
Especially because we need to make some progression here. We need to keep going.
ウリュウ、ちょっとお外の人が怖い。
Another thing that I like is that Sakutaro doesn't say "ooh" like Mario does. He says "uryu." I don't really know if there's a Japanese explanation for that, or if there's a Japanese, I don't know, wordplay on that. But "uryu," that might be a word in Japanese that says something, but I don't know what it means. If not, it could just be a random, you know, random noise thing that Sakutaro says. But yeah.
そっか。じゃあサク太郎が怖くなくて一緒にお出かけできるようにする。マリアに任せて。便利なのがあるの。
Maria started fishing around her messy room. Well, that's a lot of noises. Rosa told her to clean it up, but she was just bad at cleaning up her room. However, she knew more or less where everything was. That's cool. If it works, it works. So much so that whenever Rosa would take it upon herself to tidy up, Maria would have trouble finding things. Ah. The tale of Sakutaro's tenacity. More of this is the Sakutaro soundtrack. Used again.
ほら見てサク太郎。ナップサック。
Knapsack. Maria proudly held it up high. Sakutaro looked at the gaping open knapsack and shifted uneasily.
ウリュウ、マリア、もしかして。これなら一緒にお買い物に行けるし、サク太郎も怖くないよ。
Maria held Sakutaro up and started stuffing him into the knapsack. At first, she tried to stick him in head first, but then he'd be upside down and suffocate. So she pulled him out and tried pushing him again, feet first.
ウリュウ、きつい、狭い、暗い。ウリュウ。
Uryu!
ほら、大丈夫だよ。頭を出せば狭くないし暗くないから怖くないよ。景色もいいよ。ウリュウ、本当だ。これならマリアと一緒にお買い物に行っても大丈夫？大丈夫だよ。
This soundtrack sounds like a remix of another soundtrack. Oh, okay, I don't know. I need to listen to it a bit more in deeply.
今日のお夕食は何がいいかな。さあさあ、お出かけしよう、サク太郎。
Yeah, it sounds like a remix of the beach soundtrack, right? The one when they're at the beach. I don't know. It could just be random. Let's go, Sakutaro. Let's go. What should we get for dinner tonight? She said bento. That's what Rosa told you. But I mean, I guess if you want to get something else, go ahead. I've never had bento in my life because obviously that doesn't exist here. I mean, I don't. It might. I don't know if it does or doesn't exist, but I've never seen it. So that it might. I don't know. I don't think so. Is it just the same thing as a small lunch, though? Essentially, it shouldn't be that different, no?
マリアお姉ちゃん、楽しそう。と とっても楽しい。一人だったら寂しくてつまらないことでも、サク太郎が一緒なら何でも楽しい。どんな人間のお友達だって夕方になったらお家へ帰らなきゃならない。でもサク太郎は帰らないし、いつまでも一緒にいてくれる。一緒にテレビも見るし、お布団の中だって一緒だし、雷が怖い夜には手だって握っていてくれる。クローゼットやベッドの下のお化けだって追っ払ってくれるんだよ。
Now I hear it. It sounds like a remix of Eva Teach's soundtrack. The one when she became a witch. Right? I heard. Sometimes I hear it, sometimes I don't hear it. It sounds like. Isn't this like a weird. Oh, but now it sounds like the beach soundtrack again. Maybe it's a mix of those two. I don't know. You know, it doesn't matter that much. But I like my music, so I do like to listen to music. I think most people do. Okay, let's just keep going. He'll even chase away the monsters in the closet and under the bed.
サク太郎頼もしい。ウリュウ、マリアを怖がらせるお化けは僕ライオンだから勇気を出して追い払っちゃうよ。ウリュウ、ガオー。
Gow, roar. They were so close that it made me a little envious. I'm supposedly older than Mario Nechan, but I can call her nothing else. Even now, she stands above me like an older sister, and I am yet to reach her level. If only I had a friend close by like Sagitaro.
マリアもサク太郎もエンジェの身近なお友達だよ。いつもマリアたちはエンジェのすぐそばにいる。でもエンジェの魔法が弱いから、こうしてマリアの日記を開かないと知覚できないだけ。
Her magic is weak? But I thought her magic was strong, unlike Battler. I know Battler had weak magic, but in her character file it says her magic was strong. It's just your magic is so you can't perceive us unless you open my diary like this. I thought her magic was strong. I thought they made a whole point to say that her magic was strong. Where the hell is she? Angie. Wait, what? Why is Mari on the witch? Huh? I'm confused. Wait, what? What's going on there? Why is Mari here? What's going on there? Okay. Is Angie not here? She's supposed to be around. Okay. It doesn't say anything. Okay. Let's read up on Angie, because I thought it said on Angie that she has strong magic. The endless witch who will live for the next 1,000 years. Or the witch hunter to slay all witches. Without understanding witches, one will never slay a witch. After understanding witches, still never will one slay a witch. But I thought she's Gretel. She's Gretel she beats the witch. She understands witches and denies them. This contradictory power alone gives her the blade to slay witches. Oh. I've never read this before. Wait, are all the character files different? The character files are all different. What the hell? Okay, wait. The Witch of Miracles, who has lived for 1,000 years, sent in a piece called Angie to defeat Beatrice in her game. The Voyager witches who cross the Sea of Fragments are far higher level beings than witches who cannot leave their own territory. So, okay. In territory they are equals, but fundamentally her magic power far exceeds Beatrice's, because she can cross the Sea of Fragments. Because she only has her territory. Okay. What is it that witches who voyage constantly in an escape from boredom seek from their journeys? I didn't know this existed. I swear it said Angie's magic was strong. Strong defensive magic, stronger than Battler's. But now Mari's saying that she's got weak magic. Maybe this is just her Angie's human form that has weak magic? I don't really know how to take that. So I guess I'll just okay. Escape from born to. What is it that witches for which? Okay. What to say about the Lambda then? The Witch of Certainty who has lived for 1,000 years. She's using Beatrice's game like a bird caged in prison bird castle. Her objective is an eternal draw. takes Beatrice's side most of the time, but supports Battler when he looks like he's about to drop out. She's never supported me once, what the hell? Conversely, when Beatrice starts to get cornered, she supports Beatrice. Endless is merely infinite idle repetition. Certainty, on the other hand, indicates a far stronger absolute force of will. Okay. Beato. No, Beato's the same. Beato's character is the same. Actually, maybe not. Endless Witch, she's known for being exceptionally cruel, even among witches. She loves bullying the weak and is capable of using trial and error endlessly to find the cruelest fate they can possibly be given. And she toys with her victims even further by piling on one after another. This witch is extremely powerful, but word has it that she sometimes becomes obsessed with the art of creating certain patterns so that her means end up becoming her goals. Maria, what the hell? Why on the witch side? A little mage who has inherited the black blood from Kinzo. But I guess she is Beato's. Beato did say that she's her apprentice, but it's still weird that she's here. Unlike Kinzo, she was gifted with natural talent and began to tread the path of the mage while still young. That said, her power is still weak and she's no more than an apprentice. However, she's skilled with enchantments, which bestow magical power upon objects, and the magical items she creates compete with those of the Maester class. Right, so she's put magical powers in Sakutaro, which is how she's able to talk to him. I guess I'm gonna go with that. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. So you can't be okay.
遅刻？マリアお姉ちゃんは難しい言葉を知ってるね。
Perceive. According to her, this world is full of magic and spirits, as natural and nearby as a light breeze.
風って普段は気にもしないし見えもしないけれど、お線香の煙とかがたなびくとそれを見ることができるんじゃない？そうね。そしてそれは見えなくても普段から私たちの身近にあるものだわ。
You can also smell it.
そういうこと。マリアもサクタロもいつだってエンジェのすぐ近くで一緒なんだよ。神様や精霊、守護霊も私たちのすぐ身近にいるの。でも意識しないと存在を感じられない。目では見えない風のように。でもそれは確実に私たちの身近にあって、魔力という煙がたなびけば誰にだって見えるものなの。
I thought that I could only meet Maria One-chan when I opened this diary. But from what she said, she was always with me, and I could meet her at any time if I truly desired to.
マリアは自分の日記に日々の記録と一緒に自分の魂のかけらを残しておいたの。だからこの日記にはマリアの魔法の力が宿ってるの。でもそれはとても微弱なもので、エンジェ以外の人には誰も感じ取れない。
Right.
私にだけはわかるの？
She left part of her soul. She left part of her soul in the diary, but the diary has not turned into a homie. Get it? Nah, okay. Maybe one of you. I don't know, maybe none of you will get it. Oh well. Big Mom can do her thing though. Only I can tell.
だってエンジェはマリアと同じで魔女の力を宿しているもの。
She does eventually end up becoming a witch, so yeah.
エンジェだってちゃんとお勉強すればきっと将来立派な魔女になれるんだよ。魔女？それは楽しいのかしら？楽しいよ。そうすれば日記を開かなくてもマリアやサクタロがいつも身近にいるのがわかるようになるよ。そしたら毎日がとっても楽しくなる。そしたらエンジェにマリアは他にもたくさんのお友達を紹介できるよ。
Wait, you've got more like Sakutaro? They all have their own personalities and stuff? You can talk to them?
そしたら毎日が忙しくてとっても賑やかになるよ。それは楽しいかもしれない。マリアお姉ちゃんが残した魔導書も持ってるわ。今度真面目に読んでみるわね。そしたら 私も一人ぼっちじゃなくなるかな。
Mario-chan and Sakutaro said that at the same time, happy that I had developed an interest in the world of witches. Oh, the moon, Cage. Oh, this soundtrack. This has existed since episode 1. Okay, with half of Sakutaro's face, or at least I think it has. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. But we've definitely heard it before. Whether it exists since episode 1 or 2 or whatever, we've definitely heard it before, so. My bad. Okay, with half of Sakutaro's face peeking out of the knapsack on her back. Okay, so this is them going to the convenience store now to get the bento. Just had a little call. Alright. But yeah. Like I said, the soundtrack doesn't matter when it came, but we've heard it before. Alright. That was the main point I was getting at earlier. Maria walked through the late night shopping district in high spirits. It was only to be expected given the time. Everyone in the shopping district was either a shop owner lowering the shutters on their shop or an employee rushing or else staggering back home. Amidst all that, Maria, in the best of moods as though she was hiking, probably stood out a great deal. The occasionally passing employees glanced backwards over their shoulders at her with the eyes of someone seeing something out of place. Office ladies giggled at the cute stuffed animal poking its head out of the knapsack. So this is what Rosa meant, well, Rosa and I guess also Sakutaro meant by the embarrassment. The supermarket had been closed for a while by this time. However, the recently popular convenience stores stayed open until late into the night. I mean, yeah, 9 PM. This is 1986 Japan, I don't really know how that works, but 9 PM our convenience stores are still open actually. But they're soon to close, so yeah, I rarely go to the supermarket at 9 PM. Fun fact, actually, not long before I recorded this part, I did go to the supermarket to buy toothpaste because I really needed toothpaste. I found out that, well, I barely had left for this morning. When I brushed my teeth this morning, I had to brush out the last bit of toothpaste I had, and then I noticed, oh, I don't have any more toothpaste, so I had to go buy like 2. I went to buy 2 toothpaste, and those will last me for a while, by the way. A single tub of toothpaste will last me for I don't know how many weeks or months. It's definitely months, but I don't know how many months exactly. But it lasts me for a while. It's at least like a month and a half before, I don't know. So yeah, it's just basically it's very rare that toothpaste runs out for me. So yeah, it never clicked for me that hey, I have to buy more toothpaste. So I went today and bought some toothpaste. Not long before I started recording. Fun fact. Fun fact. Okay. Still until later. Alright. It was very convenient for Maria, whose mother's return was often later still. Maria took the knapsack off her back and hugging it close to her chest, she headed over to the sweet buns corner. She pointed to each of the sweet buns she had eaten before, explaining to Sakutaro that this one was delicious and that one was pretty good too. Sakutaro seemed to be enjoying it a lot.
Maria は3色パンにする。これ一つでね、あんことクリームといちごジャムが食べられるの。でもたまにウグイスあんだったり白あんだったりするの。
You don't get to choose which?
あんこは一種類でいい。
There should be one kind of bean jam. I see what you mean. I mean, I don't like eating buns. I mean, at least not buns with bean jams. But I see what you mean, yeah. Or at least they should make it clear which ones you want. You know, if you want to get red bean jam, or cream and strawberry jam, or green pea or white bean jam, or whatever. You should have to decide that. It shouldn't be random. That'd be kind of weird. you don't know you're buying and you don't even know what you're getting.
うりゅう、いろいろ入ってて面白そう。うりゅう。あとはマリアはフルーツヨーグルトにする。フルーツ入ってるけどお菓子じゃないよね。きっとママも大丈夫。サクタルもどれか欲しい？うりゅう？いいの？お金は大丈夫？全然平気。ほら、聖徳太子なの。
Shotoku Taishu, 5,000 yen. That's $50, no?
だからサクタロにも好きなものを買ってあげられるよ。一緒に食べよう。サクタロもヨーグルト食べる？
The yogurt too. Alright, we gotta read up what Shotoku Taishi is. Let's see. Tips. Grimoire. Shotoku Taishi. Shotoku Taishi, or Prince Shotoku, 574 to 622. Died young, to be fair. I mean, he was 58 years old when he died? Damn. Wait, no, less. No, wait, he was 48. Is the extremely culturally influential Japanese regent depicted on the old 5,000 yen and 10,000 yen Japanese banknotes issued from 1958 to 1986. His name was used to refer to those notes informally. In modern Japan, 10,000 yen notes are sometimes referred to as yukichi after Fukuzawa Yukichi, the figure on the new 10,000 yen banknote that entered circulation in 1984. Bye, Shotoku. You're no longer the figure. We took over. And Maria made to grab another one of the same fruit yogurt. Sakutaro tilted his head as if he was a little worried.
でも僕大きいのは食べられないから小さいのでいい。おお、じゃあこの小さいお菓子ヨーグルトは30円だね。
Oh, that's extremely cheap. Yeah, hell yeah.
安い。
Yeah, it is cheap.
うりゅう、僕はそれでいい。マリアと一緒にヨーグルト。サクタルと一緒にヨーグルト。
Hey, Maria put the 3-flavored bun and the 2 yogurts into a shopping basket and brought them to the register. The man working the register, previously in charge of the tobacco shop that had been in the spot until last year, rang her up.
お嬢ちゃん、この時間によく見かけるね。偉いけど、今度からこの時間のお買い物にはお母さんと一緒においでね。
ママがいいって言ったから大丈夫。 ママはいつもお仕事で帰りが遅いけど、マリアたちは寂しくなんかないのね、サク太郎。うりゅ
そっか、そりゃ大変だね。ほら、ジュースを1本おまけしてあげるよ。
Oh, that's nice of him. The man working at the store took a can of leftover soda or something from behind the register and packed it into the bag with everything else.
おじさん、ありがとう。よかったね、サク太郎。
I mean, it's great, but your mother told you no sodas, remember? Earlier.
うりゅ
Since she had been told not to buy soda, she couldn't take it back home. Right, so what now? So she decided to drink it on her way back and not bring the empty can back home. Nice! Nice! Don't let her suspect anything. With the plastic bag with the sweet bun in it hanging from her elbow, and hugging the knapsack with Sakutaro in it with that same arm, the two of them walked home drinking the soda. Ah, that's nice.
う
It's heavy.
柚子胡椒ソーダって微妙。
Red Hot Chili Pepper? Yeah, great band. I can't believe those guys are still making music. Didn't they drop an album like 2 years ago? That's crazy. I think they've been making music since the 80s or something. That's insane. I cannot. If I was, I'm not a musician, but if I was a musician or something, I cannot imagine making music for across 4 different decades. Imagine 40 years of just you're still making music. That's crazy. Hey, keep it going. Keep the grind going. It's almost like I'm thinking, would I be able to do these YouTube videos for 40 years? Hell no. I do not see myself still making YouTube videos in 40 years. That would be crazy. Or even 20 or 30 years. That's a long time from now. I say that, but I've already been doing this for almost 6 years, so I don't know.
サク太郎も飲んでみる？
Although 6 years is nothing compared to 20 or 30 or 40, so I don't know what I'm saying.
うりゅうりゅうりゅうりゅうりゅうりゅうりゅう
What are you?
わあ、うりゅう、マリアひどい。
You can't handle soda?
まじゅい。
You think soda is nasty? Fair enough.
だ
It
よ
is.
ね。
It is. You both have a point. Soda is nasty. Of course, it's not like she could actually make a stuffed animal drink soda. She just put the can to Sakutaro's mouth and pretended to tilt it. But it was great fun for Maria to share the taste of this weird drink that she had gotten for free with Sakutaro. There was a huge moon in the sky. At times, that moon had been clouded by tears when Rosa had stayed over at work. Then Maria had thrown a tantrum and been scolded by her mother. I mean, come on. What? I completely understand why a daughter would want her mother back from work when it's full moon, 9 p.m. at night. You know, you would want your mother back if you're a kid. I'm just saying. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. But this moon was very warm, and it seemed to watch over the two of them as they enjoyed their trip home by themselves. Maria and Sakutaro. Angie watched the two of them go from behind. What a heartwarming sight. The sight of Maria One-chan and Sakutaro walking away together made it very difficult to remember the several occasions on which she had spent long nights crying because her mother hadn't come home. I couldn't admit this to Maria One-chan, but if I had been in the same position, even if I had given that stuffed animal the name Sakutaro, it wouldn't have been anything more or less than a stuffed animal. Anyone can make a relationship which only distracts you from your loneliness. But Maria One-chan was different. Sakutaro wasn't a stuffed animal or a toy. He was a real friend, and far from just distracting Maria from her loneliness, he changed the nights without her mother into a fun time where they could play all by themselves. Was it because Sakutaro was a special stuffed animal? Because her mother had made it herself? Because it was very, very cute? Probably not. If there is a secret here, it doesn't lie within Sakutaro. I think it probably lies within Maria One-chan.
これがマリアお姉ちゃんの言う魔法の力なの？おう、魔法を知るということは、今まですぐそばにいたのに気づけなかったたくさんの友達に気づけるということ。まるで新しいおもちゃ屋さんが近所にたくさんできるみたいに楽しいこと。
If I too, locked up in an academy without a single friend, had the same kind of power as Maria One-chan, I wonder if I could make my days just a bit richer. I wonder if I could become able to honestly shed tears on the nights I feel like crying, and crack a smile when the nights are grey. Damn.
できるよ。エンジェはできる。だってエンジェにだって魔女になれる資格があるもん。魔女になる資格？マリアも魔女になれる資格あるんだよ。だからまだまだ勉強中の修行中なの。きっと素敵な魔女になってほうきでお空をかけてケーンで虹を描いて飴玉を空から降らせるの。マリアはきっとできるよ。そしたらエンジェにも見せてあげるね。きっとそれは素敵な夢の中のような光景だから。
Maria makes being a witch sound a lot more fantastical than what it has been portrayed as in the visual novel so far. Definitely something that you can look and go, wow, that's great. And then you look at the past 3 episodes, and then you see the way witches have actually done their business. Maria One-chan said that, making an absolute promise with her smile. There's no way we can become witches. When I listen to her speak, I can believe that maybe we really could. Because the fact is that on this troubled night, when not a single flower of a smile could bloom, her magic had certainly given birth to a smile.
魔女になれるかな？なれるよ。エンジェは少し年齢を重ねちゃったから魂が少し重力に惹かれちゃってる。だからマリアよりも修行は大変かもしれないけど、でもきっとなれるよ。だってもうエンジェは魔法の一端に触れてるもの。私が魔法？うん。だってほら、もうこの世にはいない私をこうして呼び出して語らっているよ。これは魔法なの？うん。私が日記に残した魂のかけらをエンジェは魔法で膨らませて私を蘇らせてる。さっきも言ったよね。こうして私と再会して会話ができて時に笑顔を見せられるんだから、エンジェは魔法の才能がきっとあるんだよ。マリアお姉ちゃんが保証する。お姉ちゃんはさっき言ったわ。私は日記を開いた時にしか会えないと思ってるけど、本当はいつも身近にいるって。私に魔法の力がもっとあれば、それを見て今こうしているようにお姉ちゃんと会話ができる？いつでも。うん、いつでもお話できるよ。朝のおはようの時だっていつもそばにいるし、授業中だってそばにいる。退屈な授業は私とお話しして気を紛らわせようよ。食事の時には話し相手になれるし、お昼休みだってこれまでのようにいつも一緒にいようよ。放課後だって一緒にいるし、もちろん寮に帰ってからだって私はいつもそばにいる。日記を広げた時にしか私を見てくれないだけ。
So Maria is Angel's personal Sakutaro.
日記を閉じてもマリアお姉ちゃんは私のそばにいてくれるんだよね。うん、いるよ。だからエンジェが私を見ようとして、そして話そうとしてくれれば、私はきっと答えられるよ。しっかりと見て話そうとしてくれれば。私やってみる。簡単じゃないよ。いきなりうまくなんてきっといかないよ。分かってる。きっと簡単じゃないと思う。でも私マリアお姉ちゃんみたいになりたい。おお、分かった。じゃあ私をよく見て。しっかり見て。うん。ゆっくり目を閉じたり開いたりして。いきなり長くつむっちゃダメ。私の姿を瞳に焼き付けては、それをまぶたの裏に染み込ませていくつもりで。うん、やってる。まぶたを閉じても私をイメージできるようになったら、そのままゆっくり柔らかく目を閉じていて。どう？まだ私が見えている？うん。多分見えてると思う。じゃあ一度目を開いて。いよいよ本番。心を落ち着けたら日記を閉じて。その時一度マリアの姿は消えてしまうかもしれない。でも焦らずに心を落ち着けて。そしてまぶたの裏に染み込ませた私を逆に瞳に染み込ませていくつもりで、ゆっくりと虚空に私をイメージして。私を虚空に見て。うん、大丈夫。じゃあ閉じるね、日記。おう。
Slowly, I closed the diary. When I closed the diary, a grey reality filled with dull air unfolded. Of course, Maria Onechan's form disappeared. Give it all you've got. Have courage. Take the first step into the world of witches. I felt like Maria Onechan was cheering me on inside my heart. Cheering me on? Really? Isn't that just what I'd like to imagine? No, that's not it. I just convinced myself that it is, and that's why I cannot see her. Maria Onechan is always by my side, and even now, she's definitely there, cheering me on to do my best. And I can hear it. So I mustn't ignore it like it's my imagination or the inner voice of my own heart. Believe that Maria Onechan is there. I mustn't doubt. I believe. Onechan said she's always by my side. I must not doubt that. This is like how Eva was talking to younger Eva, saying that I believe in you. I believe that you're there and that you're not just an imagination. And how Maria believes in Beato. Believing to see it. To see it, you must believe in it. But as I faced that empty space, that empty back wall of the school building, amidst those almost heartlessly boring rays of sunlight, calling out her name was so much easier said than done. The chains of common sense which had clung to me until today sneered at me, telling me that calling out to the empty air was ridiculous. It was almost like being told to take a step forward off the roof of a skyscraper, overseeing a sea of lights. Well, isn't that kind of what happened at the end of last episode? Mario Onechan was telling me that it's alright, that I can do it. Stop thinking that you might fall, or that it would be foolish to take a step off a roof. and free yourself from those chains of common sense. I steadied my breathing. I concentrated my mind. Like the form of Mario-chan, you can see vividly on the inside of your eyelids, rise to the surface in the empty space before you. Understand magic and see One-chan. It's working.
マリア、お姉ちゃん。誰かいるの？
What? Suddenly answered by the sound of rustling bushes and a wild cry, I came to my senses. Apparently I hadn't been the only one behind the school building. No, I'd been so immersed in the world of the diary that I hadn't noticed that someone else had come afterwards. Oh. I recognized a group of 3 beyond the bushes. Ooh. They were girls from my class. Are they here to laugh at you again? Are they here to bully you? What are they here to do? It felt as though they had come behind the school building to gossip about someone or talk in secret. I hurried out of that place. Because if it became known that I had been alone in a place like this, mumbling to myself, it would probably create more things for me to deal with.
言ったよね。言ったよね。マリアお姉ちゃんとか言ったよね。
やばくない？心霊とか見えちゃってんじゃないの？あれ。
Okay, so they're laughing at her. Okay.
後ろ宮さんって面白い。
Hey, that's the witch laugh. See? Nothing good comes out of witches. That witch laugh is ridiculous. I could hear the shrill, loud laughter from behind. Irritated and fearing that Mario-chan had been made fun of, I left that place at a quick pace, and then a half run once I turned a corner. And I might have made it to One-chan's world with just a little more time. Frustrating, aggravating. Why does everyone get in my way? I've never got in their way, not even once. I ran and ran, but it still felt as though I could hear their shrill laughs. That's the end of chapter 2, I'm guessing? The future 12 years later. The world 90, October 1988, okay. October 1988, 12 years later. The chapter is called The World 12 Years Later, okay. Chapter 3. Here we go. This is around Eva's death. This is around the time she becomes a witch. This is October. So around this time... Who the hell are you? New guy. I do not have a... Just design-wise, I already don't like the vibes of this guy. I don't know if this guy's a good guy or a bad guy, but just from his expression alone, and you know the earrings, you know, his ear, I don't trust that. And his hairstyle, I think he has a weird dragon-like ponytail in the background. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of his look. I don't think this guy's a good guy. Besides, he doesn't even have a name. They're not even giving us his name. But he has a design. I don't know why they went through the trouble of making a character design for this guy, but not for the schoolgirls that were laughing at Angie. But this guy, the fact that they're giving him a design, even though he doesn't have a name, I don't know why they're going through that effort. He's wearing the same sort of suit that Cross wears. He also has this red suit, the red suit that he wears. So, all right. Rumor has it, Angie-chan,
あんた、ビルのてっぺんから飛び降りたんだって？
that you jumped off the top of a building. Wait a minute. No, she became a witch after that. She left your world. Aha. So, you're telling me Angie... Wait a minute. You're telling me Angie's... Forget the witch stuff. Angie jumped off the building, survived, and now you're talking to her? Or you're telling me Angie jumped off the building, survived, went to the hospital, and then after recovering... wait. Or maybe she was... I don't know. Let's just keep going. Maybe they'll tell us more. She jumped off the top of a building, okay?
追っかけがうざかったんで、ちょっと待こうと思って。
Angie and an old gentleman wearing an expensive suit were alone in a massive modern conference room. Yeah, an expensive suit. This looks like the sort of suit Cross was wearing, right? It's like the same sort of kind. So she gave them the slip, but I thought Angie became a witch. Yeah, so see, witches don't exist, because Angie didn't become a witch. The conference room was equipped with all the latest equipment for presentations, keeping intact a refined and composed atmosphere. That alone was enough to make abundantly clear the worth of the corporation that was its owner. Is this guy its owner? If this guy's the owner of Maruso, I mean, I already mentioned Cross, and that automatically makes a connection between Maruso, Cross, and Kinzo, of course. And that, again, that could tie in more into Angie, who is Kinzo's, Kinzo's granddaughter. However, Angie couldn't have cared less. Well, yeah, we know Angie doesn't care about materialistic things. Looking aloof from the world, she sat slovenly in one of the high-class chairs for executives, with salaries probably north of 20 million yen. Yeah, that is quite a bit. I'll reveal you guys this right now. I don't think this should be a shock to anyone. That is nowhere. I did not make that salary. 20 million, that's what? $200,000, I think? Yeah, I'm definitely not making that salary. Are you nuts? Are you nuts, bro? That is, like, that is at least 4 times my salary. I'll leave it there, but yeah, these guys are rich. These guys are doing good. But hey. Anyway, that is actually, I say 4 times. That's like 10 times my salary. Wait, how much? I'm not exactly. I don't exactly know how much I make exactly. Let's see. Because in a year I can make. Let's see. Yeah, my salary is pretty garbage. Although I am a uni student, my salary is pretty garbage. I was working. I was having a part-time job for a couple months, and now that I'm back in uni, I have to. I'm living off of student loans, so that's how I go to uni. So yeah, I'm not making a good bunch of money. I made like 5K, I think. So yeah, not a lot, but you know. And I get my loans, so okay. Anyway. Right, okay.
下の方の階で改装工事してて、転落防止ネットがあるの知ってましたし。
I knew they were remodeling on the lower floors and had a safety net, so you tell me you jumped off the roof and landed on a safety net? You were that confident? That's crazy, Angie. Angie dismissed it with an offhand comment, but in reality, it had been a miracle among miracles. Yeah, she survived that. She had shot through several layers of safety netting for the remodeling project, been caught by a multicolored banner adorning the atrium, slid down and off it, been softly caught by a final banner, landed on the ground without a scratch, and then left that place at a brisk walk. It put Hong Kong movies to shame. That's the power of Angie. This is exactly what I come to expect from her. I don't know what you're on about. Wait. So, several layers of safety netting. Caught by a multicolored banner adorning the atrium. Slid down off it. Caught by a final banner. Landing on the ground without a scratch.
いくらネットがあるの知ってたったって、高さ200メートルの高層だよ。
Yeah, that's insane. I thought it was 100 meters. 200 meters. That's twice as much. And she survived that? Beto, get on her level. This is why she beats Beto. Beto died from a 10-meter fall, by the way. 10-meter fall. Fell on some rocks. Died. Angie fell 200 meters. Safety netting. Survives. Angie's the GOAT. She can fall. That automatically makes Angie 20 times, at least 20 times better than Beato.
もしも思い通りにならなかったら 今頃大変なことになってただろうよ。
死んだら死んだで、それまでってことでもいいかなって思いまして。まあちょっとした運試しです。若気の至りってことで。
Still, but not a single scratch? I mean, yeah, it's fresh, but you could have broken several bones. Yeah, I don't know, you could have been hospitalized, you could have gone legit permanent injuries, even if you didn't die. That was bad either way. The fact that you survived not a single scratch? That's nuts. Angie shrugged coldly, as though saying that she'd had enough of that topic. At this, the old gentleman, who was looking at the world below through the window, burst into laughter.
運試しときたか。いやはや、やっぱり金蔵さんのお孫さんだね。
So you did know Kinzo. Are you the Maruso president?
運夫天夫。天の流れに命を預けてもケロリとしてるその度胸。会長も博打に平気で命を懸けられる人だったが、これも後ろ宮の血なのかね。
Oh, okay, nah, he's just working under Eva. Never mind. Okay, so he's talking about chairman now. Okay, well, that makes sense. Obviously, I would wish it was the Marisol president, because maybe would have spiced things up some more. But all right, why do you have your own character design though? You must be more important than just that, right? If you have your own character design, they went through the effort of giving you a character design, so I don't know. Wasn't still part of the human blood? It kinda is. Kin's also staked his life on magic and stuff, so...
やっぱりあんた、将来大物になるよ。悪いことは言わない。
Yeah, something big in helping me defeat Beato! That's what she's going to be.
家出ごっこはこの辺で切り上げて、スマデラの家に戻ったらどうだい？
She tried. If the Sumadera family is Kiria's family, then she tried. Alright? It didn't really work out for her, did it? Well, or unless you're talking about another family.
お母さん、実家と仲が悪かったって聞いてます。
Kiria? Did you say mom? Kiria had a bad relationship with her family?
お葬式で初対面の人の家になんて行きたくないです。
I don't want to go to the house of people I first met at a funeral? Oh, so they're just... okay. Okay. Or maybe the Sumadera family is Asumi's family. Ah, that would make more sense. That would make more sense if it's Asumi's family. So she's gonna escape to, you know, the family of Rudolph's her dad's ex-wife. Well, before she died. Is that what she means? And she's saying that would make sense, because yeah, Kiria did have a bad relationship with Asumi. She cursed her to death, essentially. That's what we got from that. I don't want to go to the house of people I first met at a funeral. Okay. Right, because they would attend the funeral where Rudolph died there, yeah. I'm guessing it's Asumi's family. The Sumadera family is my mom's family. Okay, never mind. Forget the Asumi theorizing. It is Kiria's family. It's just, I guess Kiria had a bad relationship with her family. It's a bit of an old family from Kyoto. And unbelievably strict in a way you could never have imagined from the frank way mom acted. That's probably why your mom didn't have a great relationship with them. The only person in the Sumadera family I had been on good terms with was Grandpa, who was living separately under the guise of retirement. Mom too kept up contact only with Grandpa, and had nothing to do with the rest of the family at all, nor they with her to an ugly degree. Even for me, Grandpa's house was the only part of the Sumadera family I ever went to visit. Being young, I hadn't really understood it at the time, but I hear that Grandpa, as a man who married into his wife's family, was in an extremely weak position, and his relationship with Grandma was also bad. In fact, maybe he could even have... So he married into his wife's family, similar to how Hideyoshi married into the Ishirome family with Eva. In fact, maybe he could even have said that he was hated by Grandma and confined to the house. Yikes. That bad. That bad, huh? I mean, Kinzo did also kind of cheat on his wife with Beato. Oh, that was something. I thought it was just random theorizing by the family. I didn't think there was some truth to it. It isn't hard to imagine that. Well, I mean, I don't know about cheating, but he definitely spent a good deal of time with Beato outside of his wife, even after during her death and after her death. Just saying. It isn't hard to imagine that because she had a soft spot for Grandpa alone. Mom was probably also hated by the Sumadera family. Right, because Grandpa already doesn't have a great relationship with the family, so the fact that Kiria doesn't have Kiria has a soft spot for Grandpa, yeah, Sumadera also hate her as well. As her daughter, I was probably also hated quite a bit. Yeah, you're hated just because you're her daughter, not because they actually know who you are. That's terrifying. That's troubling. And yet, they had appeared for the first time at my parents' funeral, shamelessly going on about how I'd grown, like they could actually act like family after all this time. Yeah, you know why? Because they were expecting that Eva would then turn her gold for you, so that they can obviously take that gold for themselves. That's probably what they were aiming for with being all friendly with you, Angie. I'm glad that you see it as a shameless act. I'm with you, Angie. After Aunt Eva died, all the wealth of the Schumer family was inherited by me. Exactly. So that's why they're acting like, oh yeah, they're super nice to you now all of a sudden. They just want the money. They don't care about you, Angie. If they weren't after that, the Shinoi would have been able to say such disgusting words. Exactly. Facts.
まあ、一人ぼっちになっちまって、自暴自棄になりたいエンジェちゃんの気持ちもわからなくもないな。
You're all alone now. It's not like I don't get why you just could care.
自暴自棄とかじゃないです。小うるさいエヴァおばさんもやっとくたばったんで、久しぶりにのびのびと散歩してるだけじゃないですか。
Annoying Aunt Eva has kicked the bucket at last. I like the way she phrased that. Finally, that Aunt Baka has kicked the bucket. Damn, I was waiting for her to die. And I'm finally stretching my legs and taking a relaxing stroll, that's all.
周りが大げさに騒ぎすぎなだけです。
They're all just after the vast Shirome wealth I'm shouldered with anyway. They must think if they become my guardians, they'll be able to do whatever they please with that wealth. Just how many people have tried to act like a substitute parent and get close to me?
エンジェちゃんも辛いことがあったら、俺でよかったらいつでも相談してな。エンジェちゃんのこと、実の孫みたいに思ってるんだからさ。
Oh, here we go. Isn't Angie like 18 years old? Why does anyone have to be her guardian? Is that not the legal adult age? She can just have the money for herself with no guardians. Just saying. 18 years old, legal adult. Let's go. Poggers. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. I regret saying that. That last word I said, scratch it from existence. I never said that.
当面はノーサンキューということで。それより話を戻してください。
エンジェちゃん。何度聞かれたって俺が隠してることは何もないよ。あの日の六軒島の唯一の生き残りが会長なんだ。その会長が何も語らずに言っちまった。俺だって何もわからないよ。すべては闇の中だ。
The old gentleman was one of a number of corporate heavyweights who, after Eva had passed away, had been entrusted with the business group she had built up. Okay. The one he referred to as the chairman, technically the former chairwoman, was Ishirome Eva. Well, yeah, I got that much. His company had once had a friendly relationship with Hideyoshi's company, and he had been a close friend of both Hideyoshi and Eva. Okay. For that reason, after Eva lost Yoshi, he had become the only person to whom she could reveal her true thoughts. So that's why you're going to him to ask about what happened in Rokkenjima that day. Okay. When Eva's heart had been torn... So why didn't she marry this guy afterwards? No, I'm joking, y'all, I'm joking. Let's just continue. When Eva's heart had been torn by the loss of her family, and she had taken it out on Angie, he had also acted as a buffer between the two. So although Angie didn't trust him, she too found him an easy weapon to pay a visit.
あの事件は、いや、事故か。
Accident, yeah, sure.
事件なんて言っちまったら怒られちまうな。
If I call it a crime, I'll get in trouble. Yeah, totally. It's not like I really just saw it happen. Eva just straight up killed her own nephew right in front of my eyes.
それは俺も世間やワイドショーと同じ程度の疑問は持ったさ。
どうしてエヴァおばさんは事故当時屋敷から2キロも離れたところにたった一人で？
Wait, what? At the time of the accident, why was Aunt Eva in a place 2 kilometers away from the mansion all alone? What? This is news to me. 2 kilometers away from the mansion. That's decently far. That is decently far. So, because let's assume Battler was the last death. You know, she went, Battler, it took you too long to realize. Bang, and then she shot me. She walked 2 kilometers away from the mansion after that?
それも嵐の晩に。
In the night of the storm. That is sus. Unless you tell me 2 kilometers away from the mansion is where the gold was. That would be something. If 2 kilometers off from the mansion is the location of the gold, that would be something.
当時、金蔵さんは次の後継ぎに誰を選ぶかで迷われていた。表向きは長男のクラウスさんってことになってたんだが、クラウスさんはあまり信頼されていなかったんだ。
それで親兄弟4人の中から公平に後継ぎを決めるため、碑文の謎というゲームじみた試練を課した。
Okay, so they understand that much, or at least they've gone to this point. That's good.
それは表向きだな。おそらく金蔵さんは初めからエヴァさんを当主後継ぎにするつもりだったんだ。
I don't know about that.
長男が後継ぎだという自らのルールを撤回してでも、クラウスさんと違い非常に勤勉で優秀だったエヴァさんに家を任せたかったんだ。
I don't know about that.
碑文の謎を解いた者に家督を引き継ぐなどという新ルールは、クラウスさんから次期当主の肩書きを奪うためだけの茶番だったんだろうな。
茶番ってどういう意味ですか？
What do you mean by farce?
あの碑文は誰にも解ける必要はなかったのさ。
I mean, clearly there was. She became a witch and everything after that, and then she got the gold and then lived happily. Oh, I don't know about happily ever after, but live after it with a mountain of gold. But for some reason, her husband and son died when clearly she didn't like that they died, as we saw in her reactions afterwards. So clearly, that's not what she wanted. This is not a desirable thing for her. But she did kill Battler. I'm supposed to believe that last scene in episode 3. She just shot me in the chest and killed me. So I don't know what to tell you.
適当に刑事期間を経た後、本当に金蔵さんが後を継がせたかったエヴァさんを呼び出し、その答えを与えるだけでいい。つまりそれこそが当主継承の証ってわけさ。
Okay. So this guy thinks that Kinzo straight up told her the answer, even though we kinda did just see Eva solve it herself, along with which Eva. I don't really know how much I'm supposed to believe that part of it, but I did kind of see Eva trying to solve it herself. So I don't really know. I don't know about this Kinzo told her theory.
それはワイドショーでは言われていない話ですね。
まあ、当主継承がうんぬんなんて話をしたら、 余計陰謀説が優勢になっちゃうからね。
And of course, you're gonna get in trouble with the law if you call it a murder. Allegedly. You have to go allegedly, you know what I mean?
俺もバカじゃないからさ、誤解を招くようなことはわざわざ口にしないよ。
Fair enough. The way he told it went like this. At the time, the head of the Ishima family, Kinzo, diagnosed with little time left to live, was troubled over the problem of who was to succeed him. Normally, the successor would be fixed as the oldest son, Cross, as laid out by Kinzo himself. But in his later years, Kinzo began to think that Eva was more fitting to be head. However, Kinzo, stubborn even to himself and obstructed by the title of successor that he had given to Cross, searched for an official stance by which he could skip over Cross and select Eva as his successor. That official stance was the riddle of the epitaph. The primary successor was still Cross, but there was a new rule, saying that if someone appeared who could solve the riddle, they would be chosen as the successor to the head. And on the day of what would probably be his final family conference, Kinzo had told Eva the answer to that riddle himself. In short, he was the same as proclaiming Eva was the successor.
エヴァさんはあの日、金蔵さんに呼ばれ、それを打ち明けられたんだ。
But isn't that too obvious though? Wouldn't that make it super easy to figure out that that's what Kinzo wanted all along?
そして、当主を引き継ぐため、当主だけが知る隠し館であるクワドリアンにエヴァさんを呼びつけたのだ。
Yeah, okay, so they're talking about Kyodorian now, okay?
で、一足早くその隠し館で待っていたエヴァおばさんは、そのおかげで事故の難を逃れた、と
And the claim is that she escaped harm in that accident because she was waiting at the hidden mansion just beforehand. So is the theory here that the gold, or at least you'll tell me that the gold was found in Kyodorian? Is that what the gold? Is that where the gold is? Around that area?
エヴァおばさんが全ての財産を奪うために事故を装ってみんなを殺し、自分だけ難を逃れただけかもしれない。
Maybe Aunt Eva just killed everyone and made it look like an accident so that she could steal all of the wealth. And that's why she's the only one who escaped unharmed. But that doesn't explain Hideyoshi and George's death, especially, and you must know that better than anyone, Angie, how Eva treated you, because she really wanted George to be alive, so she lashed out on you. You know better than anyone. So, why is George dead then? Is it revenge because someone else killed George? Because someone else wanted to solve the riddle and become the head chip, and so Eva became angry at whoever killed George and Hideyoshi and went after them? And that's why she's the one who escaped unharmed.
大衆氏はそう騒いでるな。だが、俺はエヴァさんを信じてるよ。信ずるに足るポイントがいくつかあると思ってる。
例えば？
今エンジェちゃんが指に通してるその後ろ宮家当主の指輪だよ。その指輪は金蔵さんが特別に作らせた世界に一つしかない指輪だ。そして今エンジェちゃんが指にしているものは間違いなくそれだと作った細工師も認めてる。
Okay. The Ishima family had ring. That ring with the heft of gold and the one-winged crest on it, you know, the one-winged eagle, yeah. Had diamonds adorning the pedestal and possessed both stateliness and a sense of godly extravagance. Kinzo had worn that on his finger, never removing it even for a moment. The fact that Eva had it was apparently proof that Kinzo had acknowledged her as the successor to the head.
その指輪を確かにエヴァさんが持つからこそ、 そして実際にエヴァさんが優秀で、クラウスさんにはビジネスシーンでの数々の集大が知られていたことを加味すると、エヴァさんの話は全くの作り話とは思えないんだ。
One thing I do want to mention is that Kinzo threw the ring out the window. That's when Eva Beato, or Beato, found it. Beato then gave it to Eva Beato, I guess. I don't remember that exchange though. I don't remember who picked it up afterwards, but the only thing I recall from, at least from the previous episode, is that Beatos typically picks it up. Whether you believe in Beatos' existence or not, someone picks it up. Maybe if Eva Beato picked it up, whatever. Eventually it ends up in Eva's hands. But I am not sure how the passing of the ring went in episode 3. What I do know is that Kinzo threw out the window and it ended up in Eva's hands. And now it's Angie has it. In episode 1, similar thing happened. He threw out the window, Beato got it.
その指輪を奪うためにおじいさまを殺害した可能性だってあるけれど、そしてエヴァおばさんは何らかの細工をして事故に見せかけて一族を皆殺しにした。
So then why is George and Hideyoshi dead?
そうだな。大衆氏は財産の独り占めが目当てで一族を皆殺しにしたなんて言ってるようだな。確かにエヴァさんはここ一番では随分思い切ったこともしちゃう人だよ。あるいは後ろ宮家の財産を独り占めできるチャンスに生涯でただ一度の殺人を犯したかもしれない。だがね、俺はそうは思わない。
You don't think that's true, and you know Eva relatively well, kinda. Do you have any other arguments other than what you said earlier, mister? You sure Everson was the kind of person to take drastic action when it came to the crunch?
そう信ずるに足るポイントの2つ目は？
Right, what's the second point?
エヴァさんのご家族だよ。
Everson's family. Yes, that is a good point. Why are they dead? She wouldn't kill her own family. That's a good point. So the first point is the ring. The second point is her family, right?
秀吉さんにジョージ君。
They're also dead. That again, that does not add up. That is also my biggest point. The ring to me is not really a big point. Hideyoshi and George's death is really the big points for me. But even those I can find kind of motivations for, not from Eva's side, but from someone else's side. And then Eva eventually killed the person that killed them. I don't really know.
エンジェちゃんはにわかには信じがたいだろうけど、エヴァさんはあれでかなり家族を大事にする人だったんだ。
Yeah, her direct family at least. Angie is also her family, but clearly she did not care about Angie. And Angie knows that she cared about George because of the way she was treated by Eva. He was right. I find it very hard to believe that or admit it. But deep inside I knew. Yeah, exactly. You knew. You know. Aunt Eva really had been a person who treasured her family greatly. She was. She absolutely was. The root of her twisted personality had been nothing more than the sadness of losing her beloved husband and son. Yeah, that's how I see it as well. Having been used as an outlet for all that emotion, I had no feelings of sympathy for her at all. But even so, it's not like I couldn't imagine that losing her entire family had dealt her an incredible shock sufficient to transform her personality.
家族を愛したエヴァおばさんが夫と息子を見捨てるわけがないと？
そうだ。もし本当にエヴァさんが犯人で一族を事故に見せかけて皆殺しにしたならば、夫と息子が絶対に生き残ってるはずなんだ。偶然自分の家族だけが隠し館にいたとへりくつをこねてね。もし秀吉さんとジョージ君も無事だったなら、さすがの俺でもエヴァさんの陰謀を疑ったろうよ。
I mean, at that point it will be extremely obvious that it's Eva. So obvious that you can't help but flip the chessboard and think, why would Eva do something so obvious that everyone will be able to notice, right? I mean, flip the or maybe it would be so obvious that by flipping the chessboard, it almost can't be Eva. Surely another culprit set her up to make it look like it was Eva, but it wasn't Eva all along. That's how obvious that would be, right?
俺は秀吉さんの葬儀で見せたエヴァさんのあの号泣を演技だなんて到底思えんね。
どっちも状況証拠的ですね。エヴァおばさんの潔白を物理的に示すには至らない。
It's true. Good point. I mean, I feel like, hmm.
それを言っちゃおしまいだよ。生き残ったのはエヴァさんのみ。その彼女がそれが真実だと言うんだからさ。
Yeah, but there's always multiple sides to a story. You can't. That is what she says is the truth, but we cannot take it at face value, can we? We can't just go, alright, yep, totally. That's what happened now.
でも彼女の潔白は誰にも証明できない。
ああ、そうさ。
Yeah, but no one can prove that she's guilty either, though, Angie. Well, I saw her kill me, but I mean, no one can prove her guilty, and I'm still in the stance of innocent until proven guilty, so.
そして彼女の犯行も誰にも証明できない。
Exactly. Other than the fact that I literally saw her shoot me. I mean, she shot me in the heart, in the chest. I remember it. And she smiled while she did it. She laughed at me, saying, "I took you long enough to find out, idiot." And then she killed me. So she was a culprit of something. She probably killed some people at least. Maybe not her own family, though.
そして信ずるべきポイントの最後が警察だ。
It's the police.
何しろ派手な事件だったからね。
Right. The police is a big thing because they're gonna look for the fingerprints and stuff like that, right? I'm sure fingerprint technology, well, not as advanced in 1986, still existed enough back then, right? They could find some things.
陰謀説を騒ぐ世論に後押しされて、警察が随分とエヴァさんを調べたはずさ。
Pushed forward by public in an uproar over the murder theory, the police must have investigated her thoroughly. It's easy to feel something unnatural about the claim that Eva had escaped the accident by coincidence, because she and she alone had escaped to a hidden mansion. And the hidden so the hidden mansion is what's 2 kilometers away from the actual mansion. Wow, that's far. I did not think the hidden mansion was that far away. 2 kilometers, y'all. Okay. Alright. Furthermore, at the time, Hideyoshi's company had been right in the middle of a takeover struggle and had wanted a large sum of cash in order to buy off the big stockholders. It shouldn't be too hard to find a motive there. And also, you know, she becomes next to Shume head. The motive is there. I mean, you can see the motive, but it's still just so But as a matter of fact, en route to the family conference, Eva's person had been perfectly clean. Nothing unnatural was found on her that could have been used to brutally murder her family and make it look like an accident. The servants who escaped harm by being off duty on that day also stated that they hadn't seen anything strange regarding anyone related to the event, Eva included. Lunon managed to survive. Putting all of that together, it could only be concluded that Ushima Eva had headed to Rokkenjima for a normal family conference, no different from usual, and became involved in an accident.
警察があれだけ散々調べて事件性を見出すことができなかった。警察がそう断じた。それでロッケン島疑惑は決着じゃないのかな。
Rokkenjima got it, yeah. This is the reference to the scandal, Watergate scandal. Richard Nixon. Someone told me in the comments.
それは単に警察は事件
Are
性を
incompetent?
発見できなかったってだけの話じゃないんですか？
Possibly. It doesn't. It's a devil's proof. Angie's right about one thing. It's a devil's proof. Just because police didn't find evidence doesn't mean that there is no evidence. It's true. It's a devil's proof. You can't prove that there is no evidence.
それを言い出したらキリがないな。悪魔の証明になっちまうよ。
Hey, my man knows about the devil's proof. Let's go.
犯罪を暴くには証拠を見つければいい。でも無実を示すには何を見つけりゃいいんだい？消極的事実の証明は不可能だ。
It's impossible to prove a negative fact.
エヴァおばさんが犯罪を犯したか否か。
Did Aunt Eva commit a crime or did she not?
それを判断する材料が見つからないから、そのまま真相は迷宮入りということですね。
そうだな。エンジェちゃんの期待する言い方にするとそうなるな。エヴァさん自身にだって自分の無実は証明不能なのさ。あの島で不幸な事故があった。そしてたまたまエヴァさんが生き残った。しかもそれ以上のことは何もわからない。
Yeah, what y'all don't know is that Eva solved the riddle, and so did Rosa, and Rosa became the victim of the second Twilight, along with her daughter. That's what y'all don't know, though. That's what y'all don't know.
つまるところ、唯一の生存者であるエヴァさんの話を信じられるか否かってことになるわけさ。俺は信じたよ。指輪の話や彼女の尊敬できる家族愛、そして葬儀で見せた涙、それらを加味して考えて彼女の話を信じようと思ったんだ。
You believed, just like how Angie's supposed to believe that Maria is there.
でも私は信じない。指輪なんて奪う気なら方法はいくらでもあるだろうし、家族仲が本当に良かったかなんて誰にもわからない。葬儀の涙が本物かなんて証明不能。というか、私はそもそもエヴァおばさんなんて大嫌い。
You can hear the car beeping, the car beeping sound.
だから私は彼女の話を信じようなんて思わない。
Boop boop. Beep beep beep.
事件の真相をどう見るか。俺とエンジェちゃんで真っ向から対立しちまったな。
Hey, this car needs to stop beeping, yo.
俺たちに与えられてる情報は全く同じなのに、全く異なる見解も持っちまう。
I mean, Angie hates Eva and hates, she ruined her life because of it. You love Eva because Eva's propelled your life in many ways, so yeah, I can see it.
こういうこと、政治や経済でもよくあるんだ。
Facts.
同じ事業をやっても必ず評価は分かれちまう。どうしてかわかるかい？
Because people are different, obviously. People think differently.
いいえ。
愛があるかどうかさ。
No, not love. No, 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 no. Love is the single element of the universe. Beato said that. Without love, it cannot be seen. What the frick, man? No way, bro. Not love again. I do not like it when you bring up this topic like this.
相手に愛を感じてるかどうかで、物の見え方は全く違うってことなんだ。
I mean, Angie feels love for her family, just not Eva.
好きな人が貧しい人に施しをすれば尊敬できるだろう。でも嫌いな奴が施しなんて始めたら売名行為だとかばらまき行政だとか非難合々さ。
I mean, yeah, that's what's happening right now. You love Eva because she's helped your life, and she hates Eva because of what she's done to her life.
何をしてもしなくても愛があれば感謝し、愛がなければ非難する。それが世の中ってもんなんだ。
エヴァおばさんのことを信じられるか信じられないか、それだけの違いってことですか？
彼女を疑う人間には彼女が何をしてもしなくてもそれは実に不自然に見えるだろうさ。逆もしかり、俺はね、世の中には真実なんてものはよっぽどのことがない限り存在しないんじゃないかと思うね。
So this guy believes truth in this world doesn't exist.
いや、仮にもし真実が存在したとしても、それを信じるか信じないかは愛があるか否かで決められちまう。
Even if truth does exist, whether you believe it or not is determined by whether or not you have love? This is important, I feel like. Whether you believe in truth is determined by whether or not you have love. So with love, you can believe in truth. Without love, it cannot be seen. Love is the single element of the universe. Truth. Whether or not you have love.
絶対性の宿らない真実なんて真実と呼べるのかい？エヴァさんが物理的なアリバイを示したとしても、君はそれを信じられたかい？
He has a point. I hate Aunt Eva, so I'll probably deny all information beneficial to her, and maliciously interpret all neutral information. In other words, inside myself, the truth is already decided. Ah, she's the culprit. And yet I'm still unsatisfied, still searching for the truth. So what exactly is this truth I'm searching for? The truth is already decided inside of you. You just want proof that your truth is true for everyone else. Or maybe...
そういうことさ。つまり俺から何を聞こうとも、エンジェちゃんがエヴァさんを未だ疑っている以上、
You'll always suspect her.
何を聞いても今更何も変わらないってことなのさ。少なくとも今のエンジェちゃんじゃ、仮に未知の新事実を掴んだとしても真相に至ることはできんと思うね。
私では真相に至れませんか？
Angie, you are incompetent in red. Nah, batterist though, but maybe not you. You.
だってエンジェちゃんはどんな新情報や新証拠が見つかったってエヴァさんが犯人だってスタンスは変えないんだろう？ならこれ以上何を調べたって意味はないじゃないか。君の中の真相はすでに決まっているわけさ。
The truth inside of you is already decided.
だがもし
So the truth inside of Battler, that witches don't exist. That's already decided. Witches don't exist.
エンジちゃんがそれを真相と思わずにさらに奥深くの本当の真相にたどり着きたいと願うなら、一個もう話したつもりなんだけどな。なんだかわかるかい？
Love? Love.
愛ですか？よく意味がわからないです。
Does that mean... So for Battler to reach the real truth, beyond denying witches, he has to find love? Because his truth is already that he denies witches, but he wants to reach the real truth, the one that goes even deeper. Love? I don't really know what you mean by that. It's such a vague thing, because love what? Love for your family? Love in a relationship, like with a partner? Love for your children? Love for siblings, maybe? Love for a friend? It could be so many different things. Love a visual novel? Love Umineko? Love is such a vague thing.
エンジェちゃんは今エヴァさんを犯人だと仮定しものを考えている。でもそれじゃあ片目でものを見てるようなものなんだ。
You can't see it with depths. The third dimension. Is this where... like the hamster in the wheel. that metaphor she was bringing up. Maybe you have to look at things from the outside. Outside the game board. Is this what Angie meant? Is this where Angie got her words of wisdom? From this guy? I see. Maybe I have to see it from a different perspective rather than, oh, I have to find a way to prove that witches don't exist. Maybe I have to look at it from a different perspective. Maybe the real truth is beyond just, oh, witches don't exist, and I need to find the truth of it. Okay, let's keep going.
片目じゃどんなに目を凝らしても物を立体的に見ることはできないだろ
Correct. Depth only comes in with both eyes.
だからもう一つ目がいるんだ
And this is why Battler can't win against Beato alone. With Angie looking at it from a different angle, from a different position. That's how they'll be able, that's how they'll be able to splinter Beato and win against her. That's why she's Gretel.
もちろん今の目とは別の立場で
I see.
エヴァおばさんが犯人ではない。あるいは本当に事故であるという仮定にも基づいて物事を見ろと。
そうそうその通り物事を考えるときには異なる立ち位置から見るようにするんだそうじゃないと本当のことは何もわからない新聞だってそうさ一つの新聞だけじゃその記事を書いた記者の目線一つでしかものが見られない複数の新聞を読むことで初めて立体的かつ冷静に分析ができることもある愛がなければ真実は見えない
Without love, the truth cannot be seen. Without love, it cannot be seen. But how does love tie into seeing things from different perspectives, seeing things with two eyes, be able to see things in 3 dimensions? Why love?
いいね
Maybe he found it amusing that a cheesy phrase like that had popped out of his mouth. For a while he laughed, looking pleased. By that, he was simultaneously declaring that he had told everything that he knew, and that it was about time for me to leave. Understanding that, I got to my feet.
俺にもエンジェちゃんの気持ちが分かったよあんたが納得するようにしばらく好きにしたらいい当時君は6歳だったわけがわからないうちに家族を失い未だに心の整理がつかない気持ちよくわかるんだ真相はわかるかもしれないわからないかもしれないエヴァさんは犯人かもしれないし犠牲者かもしれないエンジェちゃんが信じる真実が見つけられるのを祈ってるよ若いうちの旅も貴重な経験かもしれない
By using love.
ありがとうございます。お忙しいところお邪魔して本当にすみませんでした。お好みさん。
Okay, his name has been revealed. We'll check that out in the character file and export.
いいっていいってこれからどうするんだ
まあ適当に事件関係者やその道の専門家ってやつに何人かアポを入れてるのでそちらを当たるつもりです。
そうか
Okonogi Tatsuro. That's his name.
納得のいく答えが見つかるといいな
Yeah, that's why they gave him his own sprite. This guy might show up again. I hope we can find an answer we can accept. Okonogi Tatsuro. Beep beep, beep beep. That moment, company president Okonogi's secretary came in and handed him a memo over his shoulder. He read it and looked between it and my face.
エンジェちゃん 旅に出てごらんと言った矢先で申し訳ないんだが、耳に入れといた方がいい情報だ。君、今だいぶやばいらしいね。
She's in a bit of a nasty fix right now. Okay. Hmm.
私の金を狙ってる連中ですか？だからお金なんてくだらない。
だからって財産丸ごと売っ払って全額を福祉に寄付しようなんてしたら、エンジェちゃんの財産で川残用してる連中が目ん玉飛び出しちまうよ。
ああ、スマデラの家ですか。あいつら何を偉そうに保護者面して。
I have the president of Aunt Eva. Who would ever go under the care of the Simadera family? Oh my god, alright everybody. Well, sorry, I had to go on an errand. I'll have to make sure to write a timestamp down in the comments. Yeah, I had to go on an errand and do stuff, but yeah, let's try to find a stopping point this part. And then I apologize for that. But okay, let's go back and try to put up a stopping point. So from what I remember, well, from what I left on earlier, Enji was just about to leave this guy. Okonogi was his name? Yeah, so here we go. They probably want, as Aunt Eva had so often threatened in the past, to cut off my arms and legs, throw me in a warehouse, and suck the Ushima family's wealth dry. Damn, okay. So this is essentially, this is Enji talking about the Suderna, what are they called again? Suderna family? Something like that, Suderema family. Have not memorized their names, but Okonogi, we'll remember that for now at least. Alright.
スマデラ家の使いがここに来るそうだ。
So you got Okonogi Tetsuro and we got Sumadera family. Our representative from the Sumadera family is coming here.
君を引き渡せと。いやいや、保護したいと言ってるな。
They sent to hand you over. No, that's okay. Over new soundtrack. The drums are playing, bro. Drums of liberation. Huh? No. That's funny. Alright, so our representative from the Sumadera is coming here. They're saying to hand you over. No, that they want to protect you. Okay.
使いって？
君のおばだよ。
Your aunt. Well, these aunts keep getting to you, Enji. From Eva to now your aunt on your mom's side, it's rough out here.
キリエさんの妹さんだ。
Kiri-san's younger sister. Your aunts, bro. Like, never trust your aunts ever again, yo.
君のことを妹のように思っていると前に話してたな。
Yeah, totally.
ご冗談。せめて孫と言ってよ、あのババ。
You're a baba. You're a baba.
文脈から見るに君の意思は聞く気がないようだ。地下2階の駐車場に車が待たせてある。
2 stories underground.
行きなさい。
Go. Okay, wow. He's helping her out. Okay, interesting. In pursuit of love, are we, NG? Without love, it cannot be seen. You cannot see the truth.
スマデラの家から引き渡せって言われてるんでしょ？
Right, NG, remember. Think for yourself. Are you sure you wanna trust this guy? What if this guy's working with them?
いいの？私を行かせて。
Don't trust him. What if he's... Remember what you told Better? What if he's really on their side all along? Just saying. Maybe he's gonna get the money from this. Maybe he gets a cut or something. Is he allowed to let me go?
エンジェちゃんはきっと将来大物になるよ。この貸しはその時の出世払いってことにしとこう。行きな、早く。
Go, quickly. I don't know how much I trust this guy. But he did give us some words of wisdom. After bowing silently and deeply, NG left that place at a dash. After watching her leave, the secretary straightened her glasses and whispered.
スマデラ家からは足止めをしておくように言われていますが、行かせてよろしいのですか？
足止めならしたよ、十分に。それに間に合わないのはスマデラの過失だね。エンジェちゃんには逃げろと言ったし、スマデラにはエンジェちゃんが来てるよと通報したし、捕まっても捕まらなくても双方に恨まれない。
See? This is why you can't just trust everyone. He's trying to just alleviate the blame from himself. He has his own self-interest in mind. Hey, fair enough though. I understand why he's doing this.
世の中はすべからく愛だね。
Everything in this world is love.
大丈夫。逃げおせるよ。
She'll escape.
何しろ追ってまくためにビルから飛び降りられる子だからね。
That's true. Okonogi again looked down at the world below and muttered, yeah, that'd be beyond me. Angie was no fool herself. She got off the elevator and stepped out onto the 3rd floor. Attacks in the second level of the basement. Nice, Angie! I knew it. I told you. Like, I don't know if I want to trust this guy saying go to the underground. My car is waiting for you underground. Nah. You can't trust that. That's so overly courteous that it feels strong. Courteous that it feels strong. It's probably better to decline that. Yeah, I agree. Angie, you taught me to not just be overly trusting of people. You've taught me that, Angie. Alright? I was strict before. Not again. Nah, I'm not gonna trust this Okonogi guy. But I trust you though, Angie. I trust you. Because you're the GOAT. I trust you. Not that Okonogi guy. You. I trust you. You're the only one that I full on trust. But Okonogi, but my enemies aren't fools either. Yeah. They probably have control of not just the underground parking lot, but the first floor lobby as well. So that's why you stop at the third floor. Smart. Okay. This is such a massive building. Instead of getting anxious and escaping outside, maybe it's better to stay on the inside and wait it out. No, that's no good. Dametaze. Yeah, I don't think so. If they gain control of the security room in a modern building like this, I'll have nowhere to run to. But remember, Angie, they probably think of you as a little kid, as a child. You're 18 years old, so you can use that to your advantage, and I know you're clever, so you'll get out of this. This entire building is like a massive dead end. The third floor is the business floor. A girl like me clearly sticks out. Try not to stand out any more than I had to. I walked at a quick pace, searching for an emergency staircase. One running down outside of the building would be ideal. I found the door to the emergency staircase. After opening the heavy door, I found the outside stairs I was hoping to see. Let's go! Once outside, I immediately encountered a man smoking a cigarette, who looked like an employee skipping work. After glaring at me, he quickly crushed up his cigarette and went away. It looks like there's no one below. If I'm going to escape, now is my only chance. Just when I thought that, with an incredible squealing of the tires, a black car slipped directly below me and came to a sudden stop. Okay. Did they predict that she'd do this? It felt from the tire sounds like there were several more of them, and this one had come here to block this path. Damn, they predicted that she would do this. Her name is Kasumi. Let's go. So she's traveled from Persona 5 Royal over here. Kasumi's just traveled over. I imagine her. Well, who's her husband? Joker. Her husband Joker has arrived here, and her niece is Angie. Fantastic. Bam bam! The doors opened forcefully. 3 men in black suits jumped out, and they looked up at the emergency staircase. Ah, shoot. Alright, man.
12マルタイ発見
Target found.
北西側非常階段3階応援遅れエンジェ様そこを動かれませんようにご無礼を失礼します
Forgive our roughness. The 3 of them began to clamber up the emergency staircase. They already announced that they're planning to be rough. This is pretty bad. They've probably been ordered to bring me back by any means, with one of my arms yanked off if necessary, just so long as I'm still breathing. Yeah. Clank, 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 clank. The heavy, wild footsteps became a helix and began to rise from the lower floors, getting closer. Run, Angie, run! Run, Forrest! In the entrance lobby of the building, a one was walking forwards at a leisurely pace, with 7 black suited guards in tow. Ooh. Seeing this ostentatious entrance, the security guards for the building ran up to them, asking if they had an appointment. Oh, of the building. I was gonna say. I thought that. Okay, right. Security guards for the building ran up to. Okay. Is this her? Is this the woman? Is this your aunt? It looks... I mean, she has the same white hair as Kirie, so I imagine this is her little sister. Why is there a dot on her forehead? I don't know. Tsunade.
名乗らせなければ相手の格もわからない。
You require name TV and understand the status of the person you're talking to.
失礼いたしました。当社ではご来賓の皆様にはフロントにてセキュリ。
下がれ、下船が。
Back down, plebeian.
私はお前たちの社長に呼ばれてきたんだよ。おこのぎ哲郎を呼んでおいで。呼びつけておいて出迎えもないとはね。これだから東京人は。
Yikes. Okay.
これは失礼。ようこそ後宮グループへ。妻寺かすみさん。
I think that's where I'll end it. I don't know how long this chase scene is gonna go on for. But I do have to end it, and I do have to apologize for the break that I took in the middle there. I'll make sure, hopefully. I say I'll make sure, but I'll hopefully. I'll timestamp the whole thing where I had to leave for my errand. Oh. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this part of Umineko when they cry. I'm sorry for the little issue there in the middle, like I said. But yeah, let's continue this next time, and this chase scene is getting exciting. Let's see how it ends up. Let's see what happens between Okonogi and Kasumi here. We have another Kasumi in our hands. She was trouble enough in Persona 5 Royal. Not really. She was a great friend. But yeah. And now she's here. Is Angie gonna get out of this? I'm sure she will. She's clever. She's got this. Alright. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed reading it. Peace.